A 69-year-old patient walked into my office convinced his intimate problems were permanent. Within 48 hours of eliminating just 3 specific habits, his performance transformed so dramatically that he called me in disbelief. These 7 habits are silently destroying millions of men over 60, but the instant corrections I'm about to share can reverse decades of damage starting today. Hello, my name is Dr. Julia Merrick. For more than 11 years, I've been helping men over 60 recover their confidence, their intimate health, and the pleasure of living fully. In this video, I'm going to share information that perhaps no one has told you before, but that can transform your intimate and emotional life starting today. The first habit destroying your intimate performance happens every single night, and 93% of men over 60 do it without realizing the devastating impact on their sexual health. This habit is so common and seemingly harmless that most men never connect it to their declining performance. I'm talking about sleeping on your stomach or side with your legs pressed together. This position compresses the blood vessels and nerves that supply your genital area for 6 to 8 hours every night. Over time, this chronic compression reduces circulation and can lead to permanent nerve damage. When you sleep on your stomach, your body weight presses down on your pelvic region, restricting blood flow to your penis and testicles. This position also puts pressure on your prostate, which can lead to inflammation and reduced sexual function. Sleeping on your side with your legs together creates similar problems. The upper leg presses against your genital area, compressing blood vessels and creating pressure points that interfere with healthy circulation. After 60, your blood vessels become less flexible, making this compression even more damaging. But here's what's truly alarming. This habit affects your hormone production. The compression reduces blood flow to your testicles, where testosterone is produced. Night after night of poor circulation can significantly reduce your testosterone levels, leading to decreased libido and performance. The instant correction is simple but powerful. Sleep on your back with a pillow under your knees, or on your side with a pillow between your legs. This position optimizes blood flow and reduces pressure on your genital area. Most men notice stronger morning erections within just 3 to 5 days of changing their sleep position. This single correction can restore circulation that may have been compromised for years. The second habit that's destroying your performance happens every morning and involves something most men consider healthy and necessary. I'm talking about taking hot showers immediately upon waking, especially hot water directed at your genital area. Hot water damages the delicate blood vessels in your penis and testicles while reducing their sensitivity. Your genital area is designed to be slightly cooler than your body temperature, which is why your testicles hang outside your body. Exposing them to hot water every morning disrupts this natural temperature regulation. The heat also reduces testosterone production. Your testicles need to be cooler than your body temperature to produce optimal levels of testosterone. Hot showers every morning can reduce your testosterone production by up to 15% over time. The instant correction. End your shower with 30 seconds of cool water directed at your genital area. This improves circulation, enhances sensitivity, and supports healthy testosterone production. The third habit is equally damaging, but completely overlooked by most men. I'm talking about drinking coffee on an empty stomach immediately upon waking. This creates a massive stress response that floods your system with cortisol, the hormone that directly opposes testosterone. Coffee on an empty stomach also causes blood sugar spikes that damage your blood vessels and reduce circulation. The combination of high cortisol and blood sugar damage creates the perfect storm for sexual dysfunction. But here's what makes this habit especially destructive after 60. Your body's ability to process caffeine decreases significantly with age. The same amount of coffee that energized you in your 40s can create anxiety and circulation problems in your 60s. The instant correction. Wait 1 hour after waking before drinking coffee, and always consume it with food. This prevents the stress response and blood sugar spikes that damage your sexual health. Men who make these 2 morning corrections often report increased energy and improved sexual function within just 1 week. The fourth habit destroying your performance is something most men do for hours every day without realizing its devastating impact on their circulation. I'm talking about sitting with crossed legs or ankles while working, watching television, or reading. This position compresses the arteries and veins that supply your pelvic region, reducing blood flow to your sexual organs. The compression is so significant that it can reduce blood flow by up to 40% within just 30 minutes. After 60, your blood vessels become less elastic and more susceptible to damage from compression. What might have been temporary reduced circulation in your younger years becomes permanent damage that affects your ability to achieve and maintain erections. The psychological impact is equally destructive. When you sit with crossed legs, you're literally closing off your masculine energy and creating a defensive posture that reduces confidence and sexual assertiveness. The instant correction: keep both feet flat on the floor when sitting, with your legs slightly apart. This position optimizes blood flow and projects confidence that enhances your psychological state. The fifth habit is even more insidious because it's often recommended by doctors. I'm talking about wearing tight underwear or clothing that compresses your genital area. Briefs, tight jeans, and compression clothing all restrict blood flow and increase temperature in your genital area. This compression reduces the natural movement of your testicles, which is necessary for healthy sperm production and hormone synthesis. The increased temperature from tight clothing can reduce testosterone production and damage sperm quality. Tight clothing also creates constant pressure on your penis, which can reduce sensitivity over time. The nerve endings in your genital area need freedom of movement to maintain optimal function. The instant correction: switch to loose-fitting boxers and avoid tight clothing around your waist and groin. This simple change can improve circulation and hormone production within days. The sixth habit destroying your intimate performance happens during sexual activity itself and involves something most men think is helpful. I'm talking about focusing intensely on your performance instead of enjoying the experience. This mental habit creates performance anxiety that triggers stress hormones, reduces blood flow, and makes it much harder to achieve and maintain erections. The more you focus on whether you're performing well, the worse your performance becomes. After 60, this habit becomes even more destructive because your body is already dealing with natural changes in hormone levels and circulation. Adding performance anxiety to these challenges can make intimate experiences stressful rather than pleasurable. The psychological pressure also affects your partner's experience. When you're focused on performance rather than connection, the intimacy that enhances sexual satisfaction for both partners is lost. The instant correction: focus on physical sensations and emotional connection rather than performance. This shift in attention reduces anxiety and allows your body to respond naturally. The seventh and final habit is perhaps the most damaging of all: avoiding intimate activity because of fear of poor performance. This creates a vicious cycle where lack of practice leads to decreased confidence, which leads to further avoidance. Regular sexual activity is essential for maintaining healthy blood flow and hormone production. When you avoid intimacy, your body begins to shut down the systems that support sexual function. The old saying, "use it or lose it," is literally true for sexual health. Avoidance also affects your relationship with your partner. The emotional distance created by avoiding intimacy can damage your connection and create additional stress that further impairs sexual function. The instant correction: commit to regular intimate activity, even if it's not perfect. Focus on connection and pleasure rather than performance, and remember that practice improves confidence and function. Now let me give you the exact protocol that can reverse decades of damage from these 7 habits within just 48 hours. This rapid transformation is possible because most of the damage is functional rather than structural. Hour 1. Change your sleep position immediately. Sleep on your back with a pillow under your knees or on your side with a pillow between your legs. This single change begins restoring circulation within hours. Hour 2. Take a cool shower ending with 30 seconds of cool water on your genital area. This immediately improves circulation and begins the process of temperature regulation that supports hormone production. Hour 6. Sit properly with feet flat on the floor and legs uncrossed. Every time you sit down, consciously check your position and adjust if necessary. This habit change improves circulation throughout the day. Hour 12. Switch to loose-fitting underwear and clothing. This immediate change reduces compression and allows natural temperature regulation to resume. Hour 18. Have your first cup of coffee with food rather than on an empty stomach. This prevents the stress response and blood sugar spikes that damage circulation. Hour 24. Practice mindful intimacy, focusing on sensation rather than performance. Even if you're not with a partner, you can practice this mental shift through self-awareness and relaxation techniques. Hour 48. Commit to regular intimate activity without performance pressure. This psychological shift is often the most important factor in restoring confidence and function. The key is implementing all 7 corrections simultaneously rather than one at a time. The synergistic effect of multiple corrections creates rapid improvements that wouldn't be possible with gradual changes. Most men notice improved energy and circulation within the first 24 hours. Sexual function improvements typically become apparent within 48 to 72 hours of implementing the complete protocol. Creating lasting change requires replacing bad habits with positive ones that actively support your sexual health. Here's the complete replacement system that can restore peak performance and maintain it for years. Morning routine replacement. Wake up and wait 30 minutes before drinking coffee. Take a lukewarm shower ending with cool water on your genital area. Eat a protein-rich breakfast before consuming caffeine. This routine optimizes hormone production and circulation for the entire day. Daytime posture replacement. Sit with feet flat on the floor, legs uncrossed, and change positions every 30 minutes. Stand and walk for 2 minutes every hour. This maintains healthy circulation throughout your workday. Clothing replacement. Wear loose-fitting boxers and avoid tight clothing around your waist and groin. Choose natural fabrics that allow air circulation. This supports optimal temperature regulation and hormone production. Evening routine replacement. Avoid electronic screens for 1 hour before bed. Practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing or gentle stretching. Sleep on your back or side with proper pillow support. This routine promotes restful sleep and hormone production. Intimate activity replacement. Focus on connection and pleasure rather than performance. Practice regular intimate activity without pressure. Communicate openly with your partner about desires and concerns. This approach enhances satisfaction and reduces anxiety. Stress management replacement. Practice daily stress reduction techniques like meditation, walking, or hobbies you enjoy. Avoid using alcohol or food to manage stress. This supports healthy hormone balance and circulation. The key to lasting change is consistency rather than perfection. It's better to implement these new habits imperfectly but consistently than to follow them perfectly for just a few days. Most men find that these new habits become automatic within 3 to 4 weeks. Once established, they continue to support sexual health and overall vitality for years. Track your progress by noting improvements in energy, mood, and sexual function. This feedback helps maintain motivation and allows you to adjust the system based on your individual needs. Remember that sexual health is connected to overall health. These habits support not just sexual function, but also cardiovascular health, hormone balance, and general well-being. If this content was useful for you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comment with questions or experiences. And now, don't stop here. Click on the next video that's appearing on your screen and continue learning with me, Dr. Julia Merrick, how to live with more potency, security, and pleasure. Even after 60, I'll be waiting for you there.